Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. I hope you're all having a great day. So last night was night 8 of the 30 night challenge. I hope you all enjoyed the exercises. So tonight will be night 9 and the video will be uploaded like yesterday at 6 p.m. So very shortly after this video, so you'll be free to do the workout. And so the exercise I picked from tonight's challenge is the jumping lateral burpee. So fantastic exercise. As you all know, the burpee is a tough exercise. Works the whole body, especially if you do the full variation of the burpee. So with the jumping lateral burpee, we're going to do the burpee and we're going to add a jump to it as well. So it's going to work on your explosiveness and plyometrics. So as we're progressing through the 30 night challenge, I'm adding a few things to the exercises that we've done previously, just to make it a little bit more challenging. But as always, there's different levels to it. So there'll be a level 1, level 2, and I'll show you a slight variation on level 3, which I've shown previously on just a single burpee. But now, as we're going to be doing the jump laterally, it's going to make it that little bit harder. So as always, I'll show you from the front and from the side. So level 1, which is going to be in this position here. So standing position. So one thing to note is when you're going down into the burpee, just make sure you're not leaning into it. So from this position here, you don't lean with your back, because if you don't get lower back issues straight away, it will lead to lower back issues. So always, as you're going down, just feet about shoulder width apart maybe, bend your knees and then go down. So you're almost going down into almost like a semi squat. So in this position. So I'll show you from the front first. So we're here, down here. So make sure your hands are in line with your feet, or inside, not outside, because you start getting shoulder issues as well. So in line or inside. I try to keep my hands just slightly inside. So we're here, bending down. Make sure your knees are bent. Here we're stepping back, stepping the other foot back, stepping up, and as we stand up for level 1, I just want you to move across here. For level 1s, if you haven't got knee issues or mobility issues, and you can do this quite easily, just step across. Try to do a hop across here. So those are 2 variations, and then we do the same thing again. Do the burpee, and then we shift across, and so on. So that's level 1. So from the side, we're here. Like I said, bend your knees as you're leaning into it. Make sure your hands are. Your fingers are nicely spread out, weight evenly distributed between your palms. Step back. As you step back and step forward, make sure you're engaging your core as well. That's one thing I forgot to mention. So engage your core, here. Squeeze your glutes as you come up. Stepping across here, and then we're going again. Back, up, stand up. Engage your core, squeeze your glutes, your bottom, and then shift across. So that's level 1. So level 2, I'll show you from the front and side again. So it's exactly the same, but we're just going to do the full variation. So level 2, so we're in a standing position. We're going to go down here. So for that split second, your body touches the floor. Then you jump back up. As you jump back up, shift across, back down, jump across. So as you jump across, you're gonna take off from your toes. So not on your heels. So you land here as you come up. So from this position, you come up here, and we're gonna basically explode off by sideways here, jump, and then back down again. And as we come up, we land slightly on our toes and then onto the heels. So make sure your knees are bent so that you don't get knee issues. So that's level 2. Now level 3. Sorry, if I show you from the side as well. So hey, up, across, and so on. So level 3 is similar to level 2, but we're not going to touch the floor on the burpee. So with the burpee for level 2, which is what most people do as a normal burpee, is here, touch the floor for a second, and back up. Now level 3, I think I've shown you on a live video before when I was showing you just a normal burpee. So level 3 is what I call a variation of a burpee called a sprawl, which you would utilize in a lot of combat situations. So if you're wrestling, doing mixed martial arts or submission fighting, that sort of thing. So the sprawl is that little bit harder, because as you go down, you're not laying flat on the floor. So that split second where your body just here, Your body's resting for that split second. With the sprawl, you're almost here. So you're slightly at an angle because that's how you sprawl out, but more importantly, your body's here. So you're engaging your core, you're kind of in a press up position. When your toes here, knees are off the floor, and then you explode back up. So that's why it's more difficult, because it's quite, from this position here, you're landing here. It's quite a lot of, from a standing position for you to land with all your body weight down. So if I show you from the front and from the side for level 3, for those that are quite comfortable with level 2. So we're going to be here. We're going to go down, up, up, and across. So I haven't touched the floor. So if you see from the side, as I go into the burpee, the only thing that will touch the floor are my hands and my toes. So we're here, up, jump, down, up. Maybe a little, your knee might touch the floor a little bit, but the weight is not on your knees. So that's level 3. So as I always say, listen to your body, because as many of you will be fasting today, so see where you're at. Level 1s, like I said, if you can step across easily, try to slide across a bit more. That's your kind of upgrade to your level 1. Level 2 is the full burpee, so you're on the floor, spring back up and go. If that's quite comfortable for you and you're feeling good, try the level 3, as I said. Try to go into that sprawl, jump back up. It'll work you that little bit more. So it's a challenging exercise, but it's a great exercise. It works the whole body. So I hope you found that video useful. And I'll see you tonight, shortly after this video for tonight's night 9 of the 30 night challenge.